Jennifer Wilder from the Greene County Partnerships. Keep Green Beautiful joins us in our studios this morning. Good morning, Jennifer. How are you today?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm well. You got things moving along through the season now. You had all your spring cleaning, and now we're in the middle of summer and turning towards August, and you got some things coming up. You got the Youth Council that's going to be helping out with the Greene County Fair. Can't believe it's almost fair time. Here in a week and a half, we'll be at the fair.
Yep.
So what's the Youth Council going to help out with this year?
Youth Council is a program of the partnerships. It's for high school students, freshmen through senior, and it's to attain volunteer hours. It starts with this kickoff on Saturday from 8:30 to 9 at the Andrew Johnson Bank Pavilion at the fairgrounds. We are doing sign-up, and then from 9 to 12, we are helping the fair get ready, especially since they didn't hold it last year. And so we'll be doing some projects for the fair to get it up and running. So Youth Council is great for obtaining letters of recommendation for scholarships. All students need hours for scholarships. If usually that's a requirement for a scholarship is volunteer hours, especially for Tennessee Promise requirements. So this program is really good to get out in the community and get volunteering and help our community out.
Do you know how many hours are required for Tennessee Promise?
I think it's just 8.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
all students have to get those for that are interested in college, and this can help towards that. Youth Council requires 50 in a school year. Now, the past 2 years, it's not been 50, obviously. Yep. But there's a lot of events, especially from now until December. There's a lot of events to volunteer for. I provide events that the community has asked me for help. They can get hours on their own. So it's really good for obtaining those volunteer hours and for the letters of recommendation for scholarships. What students need to do if they're interested is call me at the Greene County Partnership, 6384111. Get signed up for Saturday. We just need a medical form for the student, and there is a $50 fee for the program, but they get a program folder, a program shirt, so they will just bring the fee and the medical form on Saturday. And then from then on, they just pick and choose based on their schedule what they want to volunteer for. I know a lot of students have a hard time finding places to volunteer, so this is a great program that you're just given events that you can choose from to volunteer and help out.
And it's open to students from all the county high schools.
Yes, and homeschool.
And homeschool as well?
Yes,
okay.
And Towering Oaks. So if you're a freshman through senior, you can do this program 1 year or more than 1 year. I have a lot of repeat members in the program, but I do a lot of letters of recommendation for these students. Trying to help them get all the scholarship dollars they can. So these letters really help because this is something that a student didn't have to do, and they took extra initiative to be in this program. So that really looks good when you're trying to get those scholarship letters and for the scholarship money.
Yeah. Do you have an application online, or do they do it through the school or call you directly?
There's no application. It's just they just sign up.
Okay.
Saturday morning, I'll get more information from the student, like cell phone address, email, shirt size. But there's no application. All you need to do is just call the partnership and let me know that you're attending. It is mandatory for Saturday to come to be in the program because it's mid-July and it's not, it's right in the middle of vacation season. If something's already scheduled, like a vacation or ACTs, I found out is Saturday. So if that is already scheduled, I can make arrangements if they're still interested in me in the program. But it is mandatory unless you have something already scheduled for Saturday.
6384111. Call for Jennifer for information about the Youth Council. Again, it's open to all students, homeschooled, Towering Oaks.
All 4 county
any of the county high schools. If you're a freshman through senior in school. You need those volunteer hours, and surprisingly, sometimes it's a little hard to find that.
Yes.
Or something that qualifies and actually gives back to the community a little bit. So that's a good program to have. You've got that's not your only thing at the fairgrounds you're going to do. You're going to have your electronic recycling day coming up. I guess it'll be the week after the fair, August 6th, you said?
Yes, it's the annual event that Keep Green Beautiful holds. Normally, it's the first Friday in May. Last year, it was in August because of COVID. We moved it a little. We decided to keep it this year in August. So it will be Friday, August the 6th, and it is, as Ron said, at the Greene County Fairgrounds, but it's going to be in the back parking lot near where the Demolition Derby is. That's where we held it last year. It's from 10 to 2. I really encourage people to, after you've done some spring cleaning, if you still got some electronics laying around, don't throw those in the trash. Bring those to this electronic recycling day. You can, residential can take their electronics now to the convenience center. So that's kind of cut down on some traffic at this collection because you can take your electronics to the convenience centers. They have an electronics bin. You don't have to wait till this collection. But a lot of businesses participate in this because they have to pay to get rid of their items normally. So like computers, microwaves, monitors, telephones, you name it, we're taking. Televisions, and older model computer screens that have the large back on them. There is a $5 per item fee for that, but again, you can take it to the convenience center if you do not want to pay the $5.
If you're in the city, what can you choose which recycling center you go to, or you can take them up here to the Public Works?
You can choose which one. I don't think Public Works is taking the electronics. Okay. So you can take them to a convenience center if you live in the city, because I know there's city pickup. So you can just pick a convenience center to take it to if you do live in the city. That's a good question. And a lot of people think they have to hold. They didn't know about the electronics, especially if you live in the city. You don't normally go to a convenience center, so they are taking electronics there.
If we've got a shelf down here, we've got something old on it that maybe wasn't all the way broken, but we thought, we'll keep, like, especially computer monitors. You just do. And, we'll hold on to that in case we need one. And 10 years goes by and you don't need it. It's time to get rid of it. So that's you've had it before, and I know I came the very first year, and you had to get like 3 semis to haul out all the stuff.
Large.
But I hadn't been since, Jennifer, because I put everything back there on the shelf. I need to come again and get rid of all that stuff.
Yes. And the main thing is we just don't want people throwing those in the trash. So this is a day we try to help out the community along with the hazardous household. I mentioned to Ron before we went on air, it will be in November this year, and we were not able to hold it last year because of COVID. So it will be in November, and I should know this date. But we'll publicize it, and I'll be back several times to the station here. But it'll be held here at elementary school like normal in November. So I know a lot of people probably, especially with it not being last year, have held on to some things, but you can bring those in November. While I'm on the air, I still want to encourage people. We also always need help with litter collection. So if you, especially this time of year, it's warm, and if you want to be outside, we always can use help with a litter collection. And Keep Green Beautiful has free trash bags and gloves to use for those collections.
I like the Adopt a Highway thing. I saw a group out the other day cleaning up their little stretch, and it was good to see. So they can adopt a road through Keep Green Beautiful,
yes.
And you'll welcome that any time of the year. You do the big spring cleanup, but you can do it anytime.
I really push it in the spring for Great American Cleanup, but I'm wanting help all year long, because whoever can help out with the collection. We have some great residents here in Greeneville and Greene County that get out, and I just don't even know about them, and they're doing the collections on their own, and we're very grateful for that, because we want it to look good and people to visit here for tourism and for business, new business.
I know the litter crew does the best job they can with the resources they have, but every time they mow the median, you always see all this trash that's either uncovered or chopped up into little pieces, and
And I do want to thank them for if it would look terrible here if the litter crew was not going out. And Public Works has, Greeneville City Public Works has hired a couple people, and that is their full-time job, is the litter collection, and they're maintaining our medians now in the city limits. So I saw mowing yesterday. They're keeping it mowed. It looks 100 times better than it used to. So very thankful to Public Works for doing that. And they pick up about 400 to 500 bags a month, just in the city limits for the two people that were hired at Public Works.
You said one time how many tons that they pick up is a ridiculous amount. So, anything else going on? You've got your I won't say you're winding down the year, but we're almost fall's not that far off. It really isn't.
No.
In 2 months, we're going to be in the middle of September and be thinking about raking leaves.
Oh, yes.
I'll take that. All right, the Youth Council, if you got questions or have a child or grandchild that might be interested in that, you can call Jennifer at the partnership at 6384111. You need to sign up for this weekend's event, and the child needs to attend. Get those volunteer hours. And August 6th at the fairgrounds will be electronic recycling. And later on, coming up in November, the hazardous household waste, but we'll talk to Jennifer more about that later on as we get closer to that. Has that got it?
I think so.
All right. Jennifer Wilder with the Greene County Partnership. Thank you for coming today. Come back again.
Thank you.